Hello, my friends on YouTube. Today is Sunday, July 7th, 2025, and today's video for adults only. Please, if you have anybody underage, ask them to leave. Okay, for a while I wanted to do a video about Hajj, which is one of the most important one of the 5 Islamic pillars to become a Muslim. We are going to speak about that. You have to perform Hajj if you are capable of doing that. And that was on June 6th last month. However, I couldn't do the video because there was other things going around. Okay. Uh, Today's video, Islam and the Hajj and the sexual harassment or harassment. What I mean, I am happy that many Muslims celebrate that occasion as a day of celebration. And many, they celebrate it, if not most Muslim, they do that as a celebration. However, the founder of Islam left bad teaching, plain and simple, bad teaching, because he himself, he was out of control sexually. Hence, his followers, those who follow his teaching to the letter, are out of control. It's like little kids with big grown-up body. So when you have the founder sees a pretty woman, a beautiful woman on the street, and he goes to her right away and tells her, offer yourself to me. Let's go inside one of these tents or hotel or what, rent a motel room or something, and let's get going. And that was his tradition, the culture he established. So, and he didn't feel ashamed of doing so, because the Allah, of course, told him it's okay to do that. That's fine. For him, it's fine. He's Allah's boy and he has to be spoiled. Give him all the cookies he wants. Give him all the candy he wants. He's Allah's boy. Okay? So now that he is over 50 and over 60, he doesn't want really a chocolate chip cookie. He wants a woman. So any woman, his eyesight goes on her, tells her, let's go. And she's supposed to obey. And if she is married, her husband ought to divorce her and let him violate her. In my opinion, this is violation, because this is abuse of power. We all know, even until this moment, this day, people in power, oftentimes, until recently, the sons of Saddam Hussein, they were raping Iraqi women. Whenever the son of Saddam Hussein, and probably Saddam Hussein himself, his eyes see a pretty woman, his sons used to order the guards, go and get her. One of these women, actually, it was her wedding night, and he saw her and she was pretty, and he ordered the guards to get this woman for him. I can't remember which son. It doesn't matter which son, but they are in power, so they can do anything and everything they want. Nobody will check after them. They are the highest authority, and the Prophet of Allah was the highest authority at this moment. Therefore, nobody should complain. You go to hell if you complain. And this woman, unfortunately, after she was violated, she jumped out of the hotel room to her death. She couldn't handle the stress. That happens. So the Prophet of Allah set up that example. He would violate women in such manner, and their husbands, because the husband knows very well if he doesn't, if he tells him. The idea was, if his eyesight fall on a woman and the husband sees that he is interested in his wife, he must divorce her and give her to this guy, the Prophet, I mean, to have sexual relationship with her, whether she likes it or not. Many of these people were, it's not like they wanted to do that. Many of them were forced, as it is in the situation of the sons of Saddam Hussein. That's not something pleasant to deal with. So when you have Allah's boy going around using and abusing his authority and power to do that to women, what would his followers, when they have authority, do? Same thing. And those even with little or no authority. If everybody's doing it, why not? So I saw online few women were shocked, especially those who don't speak Arabic, like let's say Pakistani women, Indonesian, Malaysian. Islam is there is just culture, so they don't know the filth that it is in the behavior. So when they go there, they were shocked. There was a video that I saw a while ago when I was preparing for that subject. Unfortunately, I forgot how I found it and I can't get back to it. Anyway, the woman, she was speaking in Arabic, but I mean her gesture, and you can tell what she is talking about. While now she left Islam altogether. All. And nobody can blame her. She said, when I was in Mecca performing Hajj, a guy came, because it's crowded, so many people, thousands and thousands of people from right, left, and she said, I am doing this, performing that Hajj, which is supposed to be one of the most holy sites to the Muslim. And you should be at awe. You are supposed to be in communication with the Allah or with God, whatever you want to call it. Okay? A guy came from behind and he stuck his finger in his private area. And by the way, for those who don't know about Hajj, you have a little or no clothing. So you don't have underwear. So imagine the humiliation, underwear or not underwear. Imagine the humiliation this woman have felt, and many others like her. And the thing is, especially for that region of the Middle East, that to speak about, if a woman goes through something like that, I know this culture, she most likely will keep it to herself and deal with the pain and not tell anyone, none, and deal with the pain herself. So there are few courageous women. I'm going to put their videos for you to watch, but also if you put sexual harassment during Hajj, hundreds of videos of people being harassed. The thing is, you cannot film it because it's thousands of people, but you can hear women screaming because somebody is probably grabbing her breast or sticking his finger in her private area. It is really a terrible experience, and they are 99%, especially the women, 99% of the women are going there because they feel, I want to be close to God. So when they go there and experience this experience, it's violation to the head, to the mind, to the heart. So let's ask ourselves, what is the origin of this ceremony? In Mecca, there used to be a piece of black stone. There are many stories about it, because some people say it came out with it was sent to Adam from heaven. Be my guest. Some say Abraham, when he took his son Ishmael, left the land of Canaan and he went to Arabia to take his son Ishmael there with his mother. They built this black building that Muslims go and perform Hajj over there now. It doesn't add up, and the reason here is, in the Old Testament it says Abraham, he was very old when he had his son. And then his son grew up, and Abraham, over 100 years old at this time, leaves his hometown, traveled to Arabia, a very hot, the temperature gets to 1500 degrees or more, with his son, to a place that has no water, no food, no shelter, nothing. A man over 100 years old to build a huge building as such with only his son. And that for God, for the Allah to dwell in. Why didn't Allah go to Acapulco or Cancun or on the coast of Morocco or in the Bahamas? Why in that hell hole God wanted to? And he didn't create a palace, or, I mean, God is capable of doing everything. Why he didn't make some water, a river or something, so that he can enjoy green pasture and some animals, stuff like that? No, he wanted to stay in that hot weather with nothing other than sand, an empty building, to stay there. I guess he was meditating. Okay. So the story came to us that this black stone either was sent to Adam and was passed to people until it came to Abraham. And some people say, no, the Allah sent it to Abraham, and that's from heaven, hence it's a holy. And when it came, it was white, but because many people touch it, it absorbed all of your sins, it turned to black. Okay, according to historian, of course, geologian, they say that is a meteor, or probably a piece of glass from a volcanic eruption, and because somebody liked it and he brought it to Arabia or anyway, and because it was shiny, they thought it's holy and whatever. They built a story around it. Good luck. The thing is, originally, now it was taken by people, and then when it returned as 7 or 8 small tiny pieces. But originally, some people say even that's not clear. It was about 43 centimeter, and some people say it was 23 centimeter with about 6 centimeter diameter. And reality is, it looked like a male sexual part. And back then, people used to perform Hajj also. That is not a new tradition. That's a tradition that the Prophet of Allah, may the blessing of Allah be upon him, took from the people who were there before him, and they used to do that Hajj. But you perform Hajj on the statue or the idol that you love. So some people, there were 360 other idol other than that black building that you see now, that Muhammad got rid of. And many people, they used to go and turn around this their God, and then at the end, all of them at the end, after they finish the Hajj, they used to turn it into orgy, everybody with everybody else, and have a party, sexual party. Those who believed in that black building, they used to also turn around it naked or almost naked. That ceremony, whatever God you believed in, you turn around it naked or almost naked. And that's why at the end, it stimulates sexual activity between men and women, and they have orgy, including the black building, which the Muslim go to visit now, if they know the history of it. The black stone, men used to ejaculate, used to masturbate and ejaculate on that black stone. Women will come and sit. Back then there was no underwear. Back then people didn't know about underwear. Women will come and sit on that fluid, on that black stone, and rub themselves, their sexual area, on that stone. And when they got it back, it was broken, so they put, it's amazing. Look at the picture I put. I forgot to mention that in the Arabic video. The picture where they put it to make it as a holy place for the Muslim to go to perform Hajj, it looks exactly like a woman's sexual organ, a vagina. And inside this vagina is pieces of the black stone that people used to perform Hajj around it, or rather ejaculate their body fluid on it. So we can see that the Hajj before Islam, during Islam, and today didn't change much. It's sexual activity. It's just some people, I guess, depending on your mind, some people kept this in their mind and they go there with that intention to stick their finger into a woman's behind or grab her breast in that confusion, or do something, violate the woman. And some literally, they feel, I want to go, I feel I want to worship God in truth. I don't know the intention of each person. I don't. But obviously, some of that old tradition is still until today. So the question here, what is it to become a good Muslim? The Prophet of Allah, may the blessing of Allah be upon him, told us. So we don't have any excuse. Alright, I'm going to explain to you so that you can become a good Muslim and you can go to Mecca and kind of like stick your hand in some person's behind. Okay, I'm sorry, but it is really, it's sickening. Okay, and it's not one woman that some ladies got literally raped, dragged and raped somewhere. Okay, so to become a good Muslim, first thing the Prophet of Allah told us, first thing, you have to read what they call shahadatain, means two testimonies. You have to testify of two things. There's no God but Allah, and Muhammad is his prophet. As it is for me, I didn't see. I don't know if there is only one God or 7 or 12 or 15. I don't know. I never been in the presence of God to tell you if he's one or more. Okay? Neither did these people. So when you testify that there's only one God without seeing, you see, when you go to court to testify, you testify to something you have seen or experienced. I didn't see, I didn't experience. So it means I'm a liar when they tell me to testify there is no God but Allah, and I say yes, there is no God but Allah, I'm actually a liar because I don't know. and Muhammad is his prophet. How do I know that is his prophet? He is claiming that. So also, I am a liar to actually testify to. So the Muslim by nature, he's lying. Whether he knows it or not, he's lying. Okay? And then you have to do prayer. The Jews, the Christian, the Buddhists, the Hindus, many religion, they pray. No, 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 no. As the Prophet commands you, so you have to obey him. Testify that he is from God, he's Allah's boy, and pray like him. You can pray like a Jew, you cannot pray like a Christian, you cannot pray like a Hindu or a Buddhist. No, like the Allah's boy. And fast. I know many religions perform fasting, but for me, I don't, it's not for me, okay? You want pray, pray. You want fast, fast. That's all open. Whether even if you don't believe in God and you want pray, that's your business. You're not bothering anybody. You want fast, go ahead, that's your business. You're not bothering anybody. And then zakah is like giving tithing. That's one. There are 5 pillars. You testify to Allah and His Prophet. You pray like His Prophet. You fast like His Prophet. And give tithing to His Prophet. Actually, that should be in the top, because he was after that, the money and the women. That was his main concern. After Khadija died, he went wild for money and women. So after zakah, if you can, that's optional. If you can perform Hajj, which many people do, and last month, I celebrate. I'm happy that many Muslims celebrate that occasion. Fine with me, but in that performance, there's a lot of hypocrisy, and the reason is the founder himself was a person who was out of control sexually. He violated many women. And if this is the tradition and the culture that he left behind, his followers do the same thing, and it's inherited generation after generation until today. And until today we see women going there to be touched during the time they feel, I want to have a good relationship with God. Thank you very much. Please comment, share, and we hope to hear from you.